Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson again, and this time we are continuing our studies. We are doing a show on Algebra Common Core Standards Course 1. Don't forget to watch our tutorial videos on YouTube. My channel name is Dan Robinson. You can subscribe to our channel and get the latest video releases like PKMS Math Prep 19. Very good movie. I think you'll like it. Check it out. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. Write a comment. If we're doing great, let us know. If not, write a comment on how we can improve. You can tweet us at drobmath1. All right, so we're going to talk about slopes of horizontal and vertical lines. Zero slope is a horizontal line where y is constant and the value of x is ranging from negative infinity to positive infinity. For example, here's a line. This green line goes from left to right, and it's at the number 3 on the y-axis. It runs through the y-axis of 3, and that equation is going to happen to be y equal 3. So note the line is parallel to the x-axis. So here's the x-axis down here, and it's parallel to it. Means it's never going to touch the x-axis. So it's parallel. Let's find the slope of this line. So we have 2 points here, and we want to find the slope. Well, you remember in our studies on our slope videos, the slope is the change in the y value over the change in the x value. So let's write that down. This little triangle for meaning change over the change in the x value. So in other words, how many boxes do you go up in order to get to the next point? So I'm going from this point to this point here. So how many boxes do I go up? Well, I don't go up any boxes. So that's going to be equal to the change in y, which is 0. Now, how many boxes do I go across? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes across in order to get from one point to the other. Now, 0 divided by 6, that would just give us 0. So our rate of change, or our slope, is equal to 0. So this would be a 0 slope. So let's check that. By the way, you could use the point slope formula, where you subtract the y coordinates. 3 minus 3, there's your y coordinates. That would give you 0. And then subtract the x coordinate values. 4 minus negative 2 would give you positive 6, and that slope again would be 0. So, and let me just get my calculator to just show you. 0 divided by 6 equals 0. So that's why your slope is 0. So let's bring that out and put that over there. So that way we have a little record of it for ourselves. So what you should note, if a line is parallel to the x-axis, such as y equal to 3, this is a function, by the way, because it does pass the vertical line test. So this is a function, so that's good to know. All right, let's continue our vocabulary. Undefined slope is a vertical line, meaning it goes straight up and down like the y-axis, which is indicated by a division by 0. So there's a division by 0 where x is constant and the value of y ranging from negative infinity to positive infinity. For example, we have this green line over here. It's x equal 4 is the equation. Notice it's on the 4 for the x-axis, but the y is going straight up into positive infinity or straight down to negative infinity. So the value of y is always constantly changing, but the value of x remains to be 4. So note the line is parallel to the y-axis. So there's the y-axis vertically, and this is a vertical line. Okay? So let's find the slope of this line. So here we have a 0.43 and a 0.4 -2. So remember, as I said, the rate of change, we just count how many boxes we go up from one point to another point, and then how many boxes over. So the change in y, how many boxes up, let's count. So I'll start down here and count my way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes up. So my change in the y value will be 5 over my change in the x value. So that's how many boxes I go over to get to this one. Well, I'm not going over any, it's on the same line. So that'd be 0. So there is no boxes we go over for the x. So our fraction would be 5 over 0, but that's not allowed because you're not allowed to have 0 as the denominator. So this would give us what's called the undefined slope because you have a division by 0 error. And I can get my calculator just to prove that. So let's just move this over a little bit. Let's clear that out of there. 5 divided by 0 gives you a divide by 0 error. So that's the message that you should know, because you can't divide by 0. So division by 0 error. Even if we use the point slope formula, subtract the y coordinates, 3 minus -2, that'll give you 5. And 4 minus 4, there's your problem. The x coordinates are the same. So that's something you should know. When the x coordinates are the same, you have an undefined slope, because 4 minus 4 will give you 0 because those values canceled out. So there you have an undefined slope. So we have a nice long note here. If a line is parallel to the y-axis, such as x equal 4 or x equal -3, the line is not a function. Why? Because it doesn't pass the vertical line test. And the slope of that line is undefined, and the line is said, or the line can be said to have no slope. So sometimes they do say no slope. So don't confuse that with 0 slope. Okay. All right, what do we got? All right, we got some questions, so let's do them. The equation y is equal to -5 is parallel to which axis? So it would be nice if we had some graph paper, so let's pull that out. And it doesn't say anything about the x. It just says y is equal to -5. So here's a value which would be 0, -5. Here would be a value of 1, -5. Here would be a value of 2, -5. 3, -5. 4, -5. Hopefully you see where I'm going with this. I'll go to the left side. -1, -5. So every time y is always equal to -5. So I can keep going in this direction and going in this direction down here on this line, and that would be my line, my graph of that line. So, and let's get a nice neat line, by the way. So let's get this blue one here. So they want to know which the equation is parallel to which axis. Well, the y-axis goes straight up and down vertically, and this is parallel looking like the x-axis. So I'm going to say A, x-axis. And I'm correct. Very good, Dr. Rob. Okay, let's see what's one for you. So you try that one. See which is that parallel to. Hopefully you'll get it. Check your understanding. Hopefully you're understanding what's going on. If you're uncertain, watch the video again and write down your questions and bring them in. Here's another question for you. the equation x is equal to -3. Which axis is that parallel to? So let me just grab some graph paper real quick. And x equal -3. So let me go to the x-axis and put -3 there. And now I want x always to be -3. Well, I can go down here. X will be equal to -3, 2, -3, -2. If I even go down further, x is still to be -3, and there's -3, 5. If I go up here, that'll be -3 again for x, but it's equal to 2. If I go up here, x is still -3 and positive 5. So 3, 5, -3, 5. So I got some points, and let me grab my line tool that I can connect the dots and have my line. And let's draw it a little straighter. Oh, that is good. Sorry. Let's try that one more time. Whoa. Get my line tool. Okay. Okay, that's much better. So this is parallel to the y-axis. There's the y-axis there, and it's parallel to the y-axis. So this time I'm going to pick choice B. And I'm right again. Okay, 2 for 2. So here's a different question. Which is the equation of this graph? Well, I notice it's parallel to the y-axis, and x is going to be always -4. So I'm going to say, since y can't be determined, it can't be y equal -4, because y equal -4 would be down there. It'd be going that way. Or x equal +4 and y +4. Those are over here. +4 is over here. So I'm going to go with choice A. So let's go with choice A, and let's see. Good. Choice A is correct. So here's one for you. See if you can figure out that equation. So I hope you found our lesson very easy to do. Write down your questions. If you're still having struggles with it, bring them in, watch the video again, and I'll be glad to answer them. So this is Dr. Robinson. I have a couple things I want to mention to you. If you are struggling with your homework, there's Dollar Teacher Homework Helpline at 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget to check out our other YouTube videos. My channel name again is Dan Robinson. Subscribe to our channel so that way you can get the latest releases, and give us a thumbs up, like our videos, and write comments. Let us know if we're helping you or not helping you and what we can do better. Check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 19. Good movie. Tweet me at drobmath1. If you would like to study with Dr. Rob, you could, or would you like a copy of this worksheet, a worksheet on this topic, write me at robinsonmath@aol.com, and I'll be glad to give you a copy of the video, of a handout. So that's it for this time. I will talk to you next time. This is Dr. Robinson signing off. Goodbye.